Welcome back, guys. We are recording a new episode, and because I'm not recording on my phone today, we're setting up the time lapse to build this puzzle. We are going to be recording this a little bit silly. Just mind your business. It's gonna go great, guys. I have a guest today. You can wave.
Hello.
She will not be joining in the conversation today. She just wanted to help build the puzzle with me, and that's like so fine with me. So, because we love puzzles, obviously. So, okay, let me start the actual segment then. What am I gonna do? Because I'm gonna upload the intro, and it's gonna be fine. Okay. All right, and for today's, what happened in life, I had my last exam today, which was so good. Did you have your last exam today?
I did.
Oh my gosh, she had her last exam today too. We had Ace Lit today, and it was low-key light work, at least for me.
I'm cooked, y'all.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
I'm not entirely sure about that one.
Oh.
I'm not sure how I did.
Just kidding, I guess. But I felt like for me, we had multiple. Okay, let's use better English, guys. So for the Ace Lit, there's multiple texts that you can study prior, and our teacher chose Atonement, and so the first part of the exam was low-key difficult for me because like it wasn't difficult, but like it took some, like I had to think a little bit, and I don't usually have to think very much about it, which is my blessing. But after I got started, it was fine, and then raccoon. Anyways, after I got started, it was fine. And then the unseen portion, which is like we get two choices of a random, like
prose or poetry or drama.
Yes, that. And it was really easy this time. I chose poetry because poetry is the easiest one to analyze, in my opinion. And it was really easy. I felt like it was like an entry-level poem, but also like it still had some complexities, so where you could analyze it fully. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion though. Anyways, for those of you who are watching this YouTube video instead of just listening, this is our puzzle that we're building. And there's a raccoon, and there's a little orange cat. For joke's sake, his name is Garfield. What's our raccoon's name?
Kelvin.
His name is Kelvin. So, yes.
Just named him after
Oh, no.
temperature.
Hey, Kelvin's a good temperature, I feel like. That's a banger temperature.
I agree.
So,
Absolute zero, anyone?
Yeah, literally, bro. Anyways, so, yes. I forgot that you guys don't know what this puzzle looks like. So, hopefully...
They don't need to know.
Yeah, they do.
What?
My fans need to know.
Oh, gasp.
I'm dead. Anyways, so, and then what else is happening this week? I have 2 banquets. I have one for Spanish Honor Society. And you might be... Did you even come to induction?
Yeah, I was in induction.
Were you sitting next to me?
I sat right next to you.
Okay, I don't remember anything from that day, dog.
I didn't hands.
Like, genuinely, I have no recollection of that day. Anyways, you might be asking, why are me and Lisa in Spanish Honor Society when we do not speak Spanish? We don't know. I'm only in it because my friend was like, hey, you should be a part of it. I said, huh? And he's the president. He goes, you should do it. I'm like, why? I have too many things on my plate. And he goes, we do nothing. You get free food and a cord. And I said, enticing. How much does it cost? He said like $20. And I said, where do I sign? So me and Lisa are in Spanish Honor Society. Things I'll do. We hit that thumbs up at the same time. That was really funny. Anyways, so yeah. The things I'll do for a cord. Anyways. And then my second banquet is on Friday, and it's for choir, and that's gonna be... I don't know how to feel about it quite yet. I'll get there when I get there, but because it's not like exclusive to zero period, like I don't really know like what the vibes are gonna be, but at the same time, like I don't really care. And also it's kind of bittersweet for me because it's like my last ever high school choir event. How depressing and blah 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 blah. Like, but do I even really care that much? Like, no. We'll unpack that later. Anyways, so then we have prom pics this week as well. We're taking pictures before actual prom, so that way we can like avoid it, just be more flexible and stuff. And this whole thing with prom has actually been stressing me out a lot lately, and I think it's like it's kind of my own fault for like feeding into everybody else's stress and letting it stress me out. But like at the same time, like if you're listening and you're a part of the problem, I apologize, but you guys are just not very great at making plans and being flexible and having fun.
I'm sorry.
Not you. You haven't like contributed anything to the conversation, so like I can't even be mad at you. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, it's just like the vibes are so different. Everybody has a different vibe coming to this, and it's like really not. I don't feel great about it, but it's okay. I'm at the very end of the day, all that really matters to me is the after prom plans. And after prom, I will be going to Chloe's house and I will be doing puzzles or board games or something.
Is that what we're doing? We're doing puzzles.
Maybe.
Can I come do my puzzle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll probably
I'm in the group chat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course I'm coming.
I was like, I don't know why you're asking me this, but yeah, we'll probably be playing board games or doing a puzzle or something.
I wasn't verbally invited, so I just assumed I wasn't invited.
Dog. Goodbye. Anyways, see, I'm not a partier. I think a lot of people kind of assume that I'm down with it, but I'm not. I would prefer to be in bed at 9 p.m. or sit on the floor playing games. I do dabble, but overstimulation is a strong dismotivator? What's the opposite of motivator? Motivation. I don't know. You get what I'm trying to say.
Demotivates.
Demotivator, maybe. I don't know. It's just that I feel deterred from partying because it's overstimulating, and I don't like being around drunk people.
That's so real.
And I don't like being around substances in general. So that's just how I feel. But we will talk about that next week. We will talk about prom more in detail next week after I've already experienced it. Anyways, and then prom is on Saturday. Prom is prom. Slay the day. And yeah, I went to Barnes & Noble's today, and that's why I have this puzzle. I figured if it's the last day of my exam, I should celebrate, and the best way to celebrate is obviously with a puzzle, clearly. So yeah, spent $75 at Barnes & Noble, but like we don't even talk about that. All I'm saying is that who's gonna fund the Barnes & Noble addiction? Because it's clearly not gonna be me. Even though I am funding it right now. Whatever. Let's manifest a partner that can pay for a Barnes & Noble addiction, guys. Anyways, and then finally, everything feels like it's wrapping up, and I'm like super excited, but I'm also like low-key sad about it, but also like I'm more like relieved that it's all over. But the fact of the matter is that we still have a stats project. I have a statistics project that's due on my birthday, guys. Imagine if I just ended it all. Like, actually, like, I imagine it. Like, wait. Yeah. I really don't understand why she thought that was necessary. It's like, it's the only thing preventing me from, like, fully being like, #senior, everything's wrapping up, like, blah, blah, blah. Like, girl, I'm gonna end it all. Goodbye. Miss Reagan, if you're listening to this, you're making it very hard to defend you, and I'm your number one defender. It's okay, I still love you though, queen. You should exempt me from it because it's due on my birthday, actually. Because I'm just such a lovely, wonderful student. I'm actually such a terrible student, like, in her class. I don't do any work. It's not funny. Anyways, so yeah, that's what's happening this week. That's what's happening in life. Okay. This is the only episode that I'm probably ever gonna edit because I'm doing this time lapse right now, and I actually have to sit here and cut the segments and post them. I won't cut the video, but I actually have to sit there and cut this one, which is kind of annoying. But the things I'll do for you guys, trust. Anyways, so Okay, on to the next topic.
Do we have a pile for the cat yet?
No. Good. Anyways. Oh, wait a minute. This is part of the cat then.
Oh, it's like right behind the cat.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's not ready yet. Should we turn on the light? Is it kind of dark in here?
Not for me.
Oh, well, you live in the dark, so never mind. Anyways, okay. On to the topic. And for today's topic, I did take a poll. Well, it wasn't really a poll, but like I did ask you guys, like, what do you guys want to talk about? Like, best topic gets a shout out. 2 people requested that I discuss theater, so that's what we're doing today. We're gonna talk about theater. Instead of talking about everything that we do know and everything that I don't know, and that I've assumed, we're gonna talk about my experience specifically, because even though you guys already know, I feel like you guys need to know more. You guys need to know the context, because some of you weren't there. Anyways, so beginning, the way that my experience in theater has ended has been quite the journey. It's been very, very cute, very, very slay, very so silly, goofy. My point is that I actually wanted to like end it all. Like it was, to me, it was like the ultimate bad ending for my experience in theater. If you know anything about my past with theater and how it started and how it was going, you know that I've been through a lot for the program at our school. Lisa has too, that's why she left, but play the day. You know, a lot of the things that happened were due to what I think people being insecure in themselves and not being able to handle somebody that doesn't care as much as they do about how people perceive them. But I don't know, that could just be my own ego talking. I have no idea. But I just feel as though my self-confidence and my self-esteem got basically destroyed. I used to be a very confident and secure person, and I've come to rebuild that now this year. It took me 2 years to do that, but basically everything I had done to work on my self-worth had been destroyed within 6 months. And well, I'm not blaming it on any single person, because obviously like you can't do that. I am saying that like, while it is my own fault for letting it get out of hand in that way, that like I let it affect me that much, I also think that there is a portion of me that should have never experienced that. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of, I feel like a lot of theater, the thing about the theater community that is so alluring is that it seems like such a community that welcomes people, that it gives a place for people to freely express themselves without judgment. And while that's true, it also invites a lot of people that are insecure and people that can't, that need a lot of growing personally, and that's okay. A lot of communities are to bring broken people, not perfect people, you know what I mean? But I also think that a lot of times the theater community kind of, instead of encouraging growth, it discourages other people from uplifting themselves. You know what I mean? I don't know how else to explain it, but I feel like a lot of times, a lot of the drama that happens within drama is due to people not being able to handle that other people can just be better than you at something. And that's not their fault and it's not yours. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and for a lot of people that have been in theater for a long time can't really handle that thought. And I think that's what happened to me. Like, I have been performing ever since like I was a child, basically. Like some of my first memories were performing, and I started out as a classical pianist, a solo piano specifically, but that kind of performance is very different from theater. I acknowledge that, but I think I've always had some sort of knack for performing anyways, because it's not hard for me to stand up on a stage in front of a million people and do something. And then I did choir for a really long time. I've been doing choir for a really long time, since 4th grade. So it's like, this is not hard for me to just take on the challenge. And I also think it's just like my personality to be able to like act. What does that say about me? I don't know, but I feel like that's just part of who I am, and it's just something that I'm naturally good at, which is a blessing. I'm not naturally good at math, but I am naturally good at theater and performing, and I think that's okay. I don't think there's an issue with that. But a lot of people take issue with that. I think a lot of people that are in the theater program, a lot of theater programs feel entitled to certain things just because they've been there for a while, like just because of seniority and stuff. And like, while seniority is a big thing and like it should be respected and stuff, I also think that hard work and dedication and past consistencies and dedication and stuff is more important. But what do I know? It's just like, from the very beginning, I joined theater in sophomore year as somebody who was a complete rookie. And just given my personality, obviously, I was kind of put in charge of a lot of things. But nobody really had any sort of complaints about it. In fact, a lot of people loved it that I came in and provided some kind of structure to a very broken program. But it just all went sour because of one person. And I don't know if they'll ever realize how much damage they did, and I don't know if they'll ever realize how much they had misconstrued about me, but I think it just started a lot of internal turmoil for like within the club and stuff, and that just, I don't know. I think it was also hard for a lot of people to see that somebody can come in immediately and just get the lead role without even trying. But me personally, that's not my problem. It's not my problem that I'm just better than you. Sorry. But, I mean, it's true. Like, it's really not my issue that I'm better than you at something.
That was for sure me with tech as well.
Yeah, it's
very
like
similar experience, except for the whole I didn't perform. I just did my job, and people were like, "You're up there, baby."
Yeah, literally. I just think my entire experience as where are the grapes? We need to find the grapes for this, because this goes along this edge, and then there's grapes in the middle.
Did you check your pile?
Yeah.
I will keep looking.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Sweet. Anyways, sorry, got distracted. But yeah, it's just I remember last year when I had kind of important topic to mention if you don't already know. I was not forced, but I did not intend to become a director of any sorts. Obviously, it was kind of like an eventual goal that I thought I was going to be able to accomplish, but I didn't expect it to be something that I was going to be thrown into. But given the person I am, I do believe that a lot of my success was not due to natural talent, but because of my motivation. I was so dedicated to the club and ensuring that everything was going to turn out just fine. Like, I wanted to provide that sort of structure and stability for the people in our program that it didn't matter what the job was, I was going to do it. So I got thrown into a directorial position last year, and a lot of people were not happy. I didn't know that people hated me so much until last year. Like, genuinely, like, I did not know. I feel like I am very much like a mind my own business kind of person, because like I literally just do my job and I'm good at it. Like, it's not my fault you're mad. Like, what do you mean? But a lot of people were upset with that because they felt that they were entitled to all the same things that I had done just because they had been there 1 year longer than I have. But the thing is that they never showed up. They weren't around. I didn't know their names because they just weren't around. I make it an effort to learn everybody's names, and because I'm usually the only one in the room that does know everybody's name, and yet they accuse me of excluding them when they're excluding themselves. You know, it's like, it's not my fault that you think that a community, like a group of people, is unwelcoming when you didn't even try to be welcomed. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, there is a certain level of like, people won't introduce themselves if they don't feel welcome to. But at the same time, it's like, if you know me and you've seen my group and stuff, you know that we are probably the only welcoming faces in the room, except for some of the juniors in our club. I think, do I have an RBF?
No, not an RBF, but you have just like kind of. I'm gonna sound so witchy here, and
No,
I'm
you're
gonna
fine.
get the witch accusations again. Oh my gosh! Everyone at work thinks I'm a witch.
I
and
don't think you're a witch.
I'm going into it. I'm a witch now, guys.
Anyways,
you have like a aura, like a energy about you that people kind of get put off. From what I've noticed, people get put off of like a kind of, they get defensive around you because they feel like you're gonna be, but you're just not. You're not like that. And so many people are be like, I don't really like Diamond, and I'm just like, have you talked to Diamond ever?
That's like literally what it is though. It's like everybody, I feel like everybody that has been friends with me and like somebody tells them that they don't like me, they're like, have you tried like, I don't know, talking to her? Like, and I think you're right. I think sometimes my confidence, like I'm a completely different person in theater, like genuinely, because I'm so used to leading that I become that dominant leader personality. I am straightforward. I am ready to get the job done. Like, I don't really have time for games, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people get defensive about that and feel threatened by me because they're like, she doesn't want to hug me, you know, like,
I don't want to hug anyone.
yeah, no, you know what I mean? Like, some people just like want to have their hand held through the entire process of everything, and like that's okay, I get it, but at the same time, it's like not everybody has the time for that, and you can't expect the leaders of your community to want to like to always hug you and hold your hand at every step of the moment because they simply don't have time for that. And that's just, I feel like that's just the bitter truth. While it is unfortunate, I don't know, I think it's just a lot of people feel threatened of me, and that's like fine, whatever. But it's just annoying having to deal with the fact that I've worked so hard to keep the program afloat. Obviously, I didn't do it alone, but I feel like a lot of the weight was definitely on my shoulders for that. And what are you looking for? Yeah. Anyways, a lot of the weight was definitely on my shoulders for that. But I just think that the way things had ended this year, it was just a complete and ultimate disrespect and betrayal from my community that I helped build. And it makes me think of a quote from Macbeth from I think it was Duncan, but he says, I think it was like a gentleman on whom I built an absolute trust. And that's how I feel about theater. I built this community. I helped build it with my hands, my tears, my sweat, my blood. I have the scars to prove it.
Physical scars, by the way.
Yeah, literally. But just to be completely betrayed and have my senior show stolen from me. The one time I did decide that I wanted to step back into performing, it just had to all get ruined. Just for the people to steal my spot to not perform.
That was so funny when I learned that. I was like,
You caused
what do you
all
mean?
of that for what? For what? And here's the thing about me. It does not matter what I'm going through. I gotta have my immediate family member die or something, or I have to come down with some extreme illness for me to not get up on that stage and finish what I started. It is such an important principle for me to finish everything that I start. Even though I do have ADHD, that doesn't apply to small things. But like if it's like a commitment that requires time and effort, like I will finish it. I will start it and I will finish it if it's really that important to me. You know what I mean? Like starting and finishing a hobby, that's one thing. Me and my ADHD don't get along with finishing hobbies. Okay. But when it comes to theater, if I signed up for something, I'm gonna finish it. And I always have. Anybody that knows me knows that I have. I'm very good at sticking to my word when it comes to that. But to me, it just felt very disrespectful to everybody involved and disrespectful to themselves to just quit. And I get it, like sometimes we have parents that don't understand, but I feel like you have a duty to fight for yourself in that situation. I have very strict parents, but the amount of arguments I got in with them during my first initial months in theater, that was funny. I'm also very good persuader, so maybe I am a little bit biased from that point of view. I might have a different kind of privilege in that, but I don't know. I just feel like everything that I've gone through, everything that my family's gone through to do theater, just for me to ultimately get disrespected at the end of the day was just really, really funny to me and really crappy. And there's no one sole person to blame for all of this, but there's definitely a few. So there's definitely a few. It's just, it's glad to know that I wasn't forgotten, but it did really suck to see everybody having fun and enjoying all of the rewards that I had sown for them. You know what I mean? I sound like I'm taking credit for everything, and I'm not, but that's just how it felt.
Does that go there?
No, it doesn't.
I can't see.
It's okay. But it really did not feel great to see that happen, especially seeing some of my closest friends do that. But I'm also the kind of person, I've grown into the kind of person that doesn't take disrespect in any shape or form. If I'm willing to give people second chances, but I'm not willing to waste my time. You know, I have better things to be doing. So it just felt very silly that, I don't know, when I first heard the news that I was going to be essentially demoted after I had already been told that I was going to be doing something because of a man, I decided that was it for me. Because I had already been disrespected enough that this was my last straw. Theater had never treated me well, and yeah, I still did everything I could for them. Just for it to ultimately end so poorly, it was just not worth it for me. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely being in theater taught me a lot of things. Yes.
I'm surprised you had more straws than me. That is all.
My dedication definitely showed with theater, I will be honest. Performing is the only thing that brings me true happiness, like doing music and again, performing and just, you know, doing all those things. That's the only thing that really makes me happy at the end of the day. So I was willing to go through all of that. And also, I think I was just so stuck in my own head. Like, I was so worried about, like, other people and what they thought of me, and that I took all the blame for something that I wasn't supposed to take blame for. And that's why I stayed. But I eventually learned after talking to people about it, and they were like, yeah, dog, I don't think you were in the wrong there. So yeah, it was just all very, very super silly and very so goofy, and theater has never treated me well, and maybe I can try it again once I'm in college, but I don't know. It just feels like a moot point. You guys wanted me to talk about theater, but there's not really much to say except for the fact that I was screwed over, to be honest. It was all very crappy, and I'm not gonna lie, I do wish that people had fought for me more, but also that's not y'all's job. It's the teacher's job to be a mature person and not misconstrue drama and create drama. And but what do I know? What do I know? What do I know? I know nothing. Alas, I'm only 17.
I forgot you're not legal yet.
I know. I'll be legal next week, though.
illegal club.
Oh, I'm so sorry for all of you using headphones for that one. My fault, gang.
Get over it. Sorry.
Oh, bye. Oh, bye.
This is why I'm...
This is why we don't work in customer service, Lisa.
Yeah, that's why I got...
That's funny.
That's facts, actually.
Yeah. Because you did say womp womp to a customer one time.
I did do that.
Yep.
I told you that I also said, my bad, G, to a customer, right? I told you
didn't tell me that, but I'm not surprised. Like, by any means whatsoever, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was my bad.
G.
Yeah.
So, but, I don't know. I've experienced so many emotions, and I've learned so many things from theater, and it all just really feels really shitty at the end of the day, but, it's all over now, and I'm not gonna lie, I think I felt more emotional about the fact that I would be leaving my favorite math teacher ever. Yeah, I'd be leaving my bestie, and I nearly cried at that thought before I even cried about drama. And that really sucks because I have so many meaningful relationships about theater. Like, I really wanted to cry for you guys, but I feel like I have already cried so much. I've been through so much that I've just already emotionally detached from it that I don't feel the need to shed any more tears. You guys already know how much I love you. Like, I don't need to cry about it anymore. Like, I think me just being so done with everything was enough, you know? So, that is just an unfortunate product of reality. I will not lie. But, alas, we ball.
Alas, we ball.
So yeah. I think today's topic is a little bit short because I want to avoid completely name dropping and stuff, but I don't know. I've definitely learned a lot from theater. Theater has given me a lot, and I'm very grateful for all of it. But do I think I deserved any of it? No. Maybe some of the positive things, but definitely not the negative things. But it's okay. Character development. It's gonna help me become a better actor, guys. Trust. So yeah, I think that's the end of my topic today. Shout out to Gio and Kaylee for suggesting today's topic. I did promise that best topic would win a shout out, so shout out. So yeah, we love theater, I guess. Okay, that's the end of that topic. I realized that, like, I can talk and talk and talk, but, like, I can't, like, sit here and focus and do a puzzle. Like, I have to do, like, I have to, like, doodle or, like, play a game on my phone. Not even play a game. Like, I can't. If I'm gonna talk, I have to, like, fidget. I can't focus on this puzzle and talk at the same time. And, like, have, like, a straight line of, like, a straight train of thought. It's okay, though. Don't you worry. Anyways, so, okay, let's move on to the next topic. Okay. And for today's song of the week, I've chosen No One Is Alone by Stephen Sondheim from the musical Into the Woods. And I'm choosing this song because I sang it as a duet with Sean, my bestie, my brother. I sang it with him at our senior showcase as a farewell to our children of theater. And also, I just love Into the Woods. Into the Woods and all of Stephen Sondheim's music really just makes me want to, like, sit down and cry under the shower, like, genuinely. His music and messages about the experiences of life are so... makes my heart want to swell. So yeah. Also, I'm specifically referencing the 2022 revival with Philippa Soo as Cinderella because Philippa Soo is my idol vocally. I admire her so much, and some people have told me that I'm literally her, and That is the biggest compliment that I've ever received ever, because she is my music theater princess in my mind. So Pippa Sue, I love you. And yes, I love this piece, and I hope you will enjoy it as much as I did. Okay, that's that segment. Final segment. We're almost done, and I'm about to eat this brioche donut after I finish recording, because this is not an ASMR video. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. For our final segment today, we have what's happening next week. And my birthday is next week. Let's go. I'm going to be legal next week. Does that mean I have to start paying bills? Maybe. We don't have to talk about that. I'm very excited, though. May is probably like the best month of the year for me. Not just because it's my birthday, but because it's Asian People Month. School's over. Like, come on. Like, I have so many things going for me. So yeah. And I'm gonna go to the beach on the following Saturday. I'm gonna go to dinner on my actual birthday. Do I know where yet? No. I don't figure it out. I think I have some ideas. I probably need to make that reservation soon though. Anyways, and my last day of school is the day after my birthday, which is amazing. I'm kind of sad because I'm missing like the actual last day of school for seniors, but I don't really care that much. Oh. Okay. I don't really care that much, but you know, I am still a little bit sad. I'm gonna try to get digicam pictures with everybody. Don't be racist. For those of you who are not watching this video, me and Lisa are just struggling to put up the reference poster right now, but we figured it out. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna try to get as many digicam pictures as I can to commemorate my last day, and say goodbye to all my teachers. And yeah. And then the day after my last day is UF preview for 2 days, and that's gonna be really exciting and also really long, and I don't know if I should look forward to it or not. I'm also very ill prepared for it, but also I feel like there's nothing to prepare because I'm an Innovation Academy admit, so I don't even start until the spring technically. So yeah, so the day, I guess. This doesn't fit. I don't know why I keep trying to make this fit. Anyways. So yeah. Shout out University of Florida. Hashtag new IB. Hashtag top 5. Hashtag, I don't know. Aren't we number 6 now?
I don't know. I don't know who this we is.
We being UF. I think we're in like number 6 public school in the nation. I don't know. Anyways, and yeah, that's all that's happening next week. Like everything's like about to be over. So there's not much happening. I have nothing planned. But I do need to start preparing and booking my flights and trips and stuff because I'm actually super busy in June.
To where?
I might be going on a cruise with Sean. And maybe Camila, if Camila can answer my freaking text. Camila has not answered my text.
Intriguing.
I know. Are you doing anything, June?
I have my UCF orientation sometime in June.
June 16th to the 23rd.
I think it's 22nd.
Damn.
It might be in July, though. I'll get back to you on this.
Okay. Because if you are down, then you're welcome to join. Sean's family had invited me, and I didn't want to stay in a room alone, so I'm extending the invite to somebody else. Maybe Brooke, too, if she's not busy and Camila doesn't. And Camila fucking responds to my text messages. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna do so much vacationing this summer, especially because, and I might be going to study abroad in Ireland in the fall. So there's gonna be a lot of traveling in my near future, I hope and pray. Should I become an influencer, guys? Should I start influencing?
I think you'd be great at influencing.
See, everybody keeps telling me this. Everybody is feeding my delusions that I'm going to be a good influencer if I do start influencing. Like, genuinely, like, nobody has told me, no, don't do that. Everybody's like, no, you should, because you'd be good at it. So should I start influencing? Should I start a TikTok account and start content creating and make money so that way I can fund all of my beautiful things. Lisa says yes, so maybe that's a sign. Maybe I should re-download TikTok and start uploading videos. Hashtag day in the life of Diamond. What do I even do? Like, I feel like I do nothing.
I don't know.
A day in the life of me rotting in bed. Like, what? It's okay. I'll find a way. I'll figure out my niche and it'll be great. So yeah, and that's the end of today's episode.